Hello, everybody. My cat's died with another episode in the podcast series. With me today, I finally have the general for the 9AU Webke. Hello, Webke.
Hello, great to be here.
I'm glad I finally got you. And I also have with me the colonel for the 18AD Felucian.
Hey, all.
I'd like to thank both of you for spending a few minutes with us and letting the community get to hear your voices, talk to you a little bit. I guess we'll sort of jump right into a little bit about yourselves. I've never actually had a chance to talk to Webke before, but I know Felucian pretty well. So we'll let Webke go first if you want to give us some basic info about you.
Well, what do you want to know?
Oh, where you're from, how long you've been
Wow, I'm a Belgian chocolate-eating guy who only just graduated from school. I'm 23 years old, and I've only just found this place about a year ago. I think this is my fourth or fifth campaign, but I've been playing games for a long time, both semi-professional and just for fun.
Well, we appreciate you being here, and you've done a great job leading the 9AU so far.
I got a lot of good staff, a lot of good people helping me, so.
Yes, that always makes it easier. And Felucian, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from New Jersey, half Polish, half Italian. How that works, don't know. As far as my gaming career has gone, I've started really young, probably like the age of 7 and 9. Started with like an old Atari, and then I just kind of worked my way up through the years, got into the RTS and first-person shooter category, and now I'm here.
Well, welcome. I appreciate it. You don't really have a Jersey accent.
Yeah, I know, everyone says that. We were actually talking about it before. Up in the admin meeting.
Well, I want to thank you guys for both coming today. I guess we'll talk about this last week's battle. 18AD was able to take the first two quarters in, I think it was 3-2 on both of them, in some great fighting. And then the 9AU was able to really pull away in the last in the third and fourth quarters. So, Webke, your thoughts on how it went? I know I saw you in there a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was a great battle. I had a lot of fun, especially those first two quarters that were so tensed. It's not very good for my heart, those battles. Um, yeah, the 18ID, it's throughout the entire campaign, 18ID has been a very strong enemy to fight against. And every battle and every week again, we need to keep on practicing and we need to give it our best because otherwise there's no question about it, and 18ID will be beating us. It is. I think this campaign is very tight. Both teams are pretty equal to each other, in my opinion, and that comes for some tense battles, which are just awesome. That's why we joined 21CW.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Felucian, I know you were running around in tank most of the day. What were your thoughts on last week's battle?
Oh, it was definitely fun. I was just doing my best to support the team, drive as much cash as humanly possible, and usual stuff I do in pubs. I think both sides fought really well. I mean, we definitely had some close battles those first two quarters. I mean, literally within 10 tickets of each other of winning. Those were really tense. I don't think anyone's heart would really stand some of those throughout a whole day. But yeah, I think both sides fought really well. They definitely played their strats right, and we'll see what happens next week.
Well, that is a perfect lead in there, Felucian. Next week we have Kaiser Railroad without helicopters, and we have Operation Firestorm with all of the assets. I guess, Webke, I'll let you go first. Your thoughts on the map, why you bid it, and why did you decide to take our helicopter off?
Oh yeah, I expected that question. First of all, obviously we're attacking Iran. Uh, well, just that's pretty much says enough. We want to attack Iran. It's a cool thing to do. Um, Also, it's maps that we haven't played yet this campaign. I know in the middle of the campaign, when we played Tem event for the second time, a lot of people were unhappy on both sides, on both armies. We were playing a map twice. So I kind of looked a bit for that as well, that we're playing new maps. Personally, I also very much like Firestorm. It's just an awesome map to play as an infantry player, and I think it also caters very good to the Air Force and armor. And well, Kaiser is somewhat interesting. We haven't really played that competitive before, except for the initial scrim. So I'm curious to see how that works out. On the helicopter, yeah. Well, I'm getting tired of being shot on the ground week after week by that helicopter up in the sky. So
Fair
I
enough.
I want to add to it that I didn't. It's not something I did lightly. I don't really like taking away assets. Because it kind of makes it for a bummer for a couple of guys at the Air Force guys. But it is something I thought was the best for my army to do for the next upcoming week.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make those tough decisions, and I mean, at least they'll still have full assets on Firestorm, so that should be fun.
Exactly.
You guys have that pretty good AA players, so that'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Felucian, how do you think the 18 AD will do with these maps, and your opinion of them?
I think we'll do pretty good. Firestorm's definitely one of my favorite maps. I've had some of my best tanking moments on Firestorm. As far as Railroad goes, it's a relatively new map, but it's definitely promising. I fell in love with it the first time I walked in there and forgot I was playing a game. um, I think both sides are definitely gonna pull out some interesting things on Kaiser with no air because it's gonna be just a little scurrying on the ground. I think it would look hilarious. As far as Firestorm goes, I mean, we've all played it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be some alternative methods of getting around the map on Kaiser without that Air Force, but it's a good thing there's all those dirt bikes everywhere.
I also think it'll give us some more interesting fights because now you won't have droppers dropping on the back flags anymore. You can focus a bit on the front line and going around the flanks instead of keeping an eye on the sky all the time.
But Webke, you take away all our fun. That's what we like to do, drop on back flags.
Yeah, but it's no fun for me to chase you guys down with my gun.
Well, it should be a good week, and it's getting close to the end of the battle. I think if I'm correct, you guys just need 3 quarters to take the whole campaign, correct?
Yeah, 2 quarters and a tie.
Two quarter.
From what I
Okay.
checked, 2 quarters and a tie.
So the 18 AD is going to have to come out pretty strong and at least get 3 quarters wins this week. So it'll be exciting to see how this battle turns out. All right, guys. I guess we're going to sort of wrap it up. Just real quick, how you guys got your names? Webke.
Oh, well, it originally comes from a long time ago, watching Band of Brothers, and I got Webster as a nickname because, those everybody took like Winters and stuff like that. Webster is a more unknown guy in there. And then when I was playing World of Warcraft, that name was already taken, so I made it shorter, and in Dutch, the KA behind it makes something smaller, and I thought it was a fun name.
Cool story. It's probably one of my favorite series of all time. So cool.
Absolutely, it's awesome.
And Felucian.
This one actually came from back in the day when I used to play Age of Conan. I played on a half role-playing, half PvP server, so I had to have a actual name. And after like an hour of thought, I finally came up with this. And then I went into using it in Bad Company 2. I did a lot of tanking in Bad Company 2, got really good at it there. And after playing with Idem for so long, I'm like, you know what? Let me do Felucian a favor and bring him back.
Well, awesome. Well, guys, I guess we're going to wrap it up. I'd like to thank Felucian and Webke for giving us a little bit of their time.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was lots of fun.
I enjoyed it.
All right, guys. Well, this is Katz saying goodbye. Thanks for watching. And again, if you guys have your own video, please let me know. I'm sure you're getting sick of watching me play this game. Thanks for watching. It's Katz signing off.